I trained for Hyrox, I competed in it, and at the end of it, I was the fittest I've ever been in my life, but I look worse than when I started. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what happened to my body, why those athletes don't look the way they do because of Hyrox, and exactly what you should be doing if your goal is to change how you look. We're going to get straight to the point with this one. The body you're chasing wasn't built by Hyrox. When you see these Hyrox athletes and looking absolutely shredded, they've got their tops off, even the women look unbelievable, it's easy to connect the dots and think, well, they do Hyrox, they look like that, put two and two together, it must be Hyrox that does that. It's not as simple as that. The people you're looking at with those bodies spent years in the gym, training, building muscle, sculpting their physique, building the body that you now see on the TV. And it's only in the last 4 or 5 years that they've really probably started training for Hyrox, and I can tell you exactly why. It's because Hyrox has only really taken off in the last 4 years. So these people with these bodies, they've been in the gym. And I'll be honest with you, the majority of them are on gear. And it's not me being cynical, it's just worth knowing that. Because when you're chasing this dream physique and this body that you aspire to be like, it's worth knowing that people running that quickly with that amount of muscle, if you hear hooves, you don't think it's a zebra, do you? I want to be quite clear with this. I'm not bashing Hyrox at all. I absolutely loved it. I loved competing in it. It felt amazing completing it. I coach clients through it every single year now. They absolutely love it. They get amazing results. It's an amazing event, but I want you to distinguish Hyrox in its event from the bodies that you see at the top level. Because when I was training for it, I was doing probably 2 or 3 running sessions a week, 2 or 3 erg sessions a week, and I probably only did 1 weight session. I was training pretty much every single day. That's what my old coach had me on at that moment in time, and the amount of calories I had to have to match that level of input was very, very high, probably the highest I've ever been on. And I'll explain what that. With all of this training, I actually ended up losing muscle. I looked softer than I've probably ever looked in my life. Even when I'm in my gaining phase now and I look leaner than what I was at that point, and I weighed a lot less then as well. And I just didn't like the way I looked. And that's a hard thing to sit with as a coach. And to be quite honest with you, this is the bit that so many people don't want to hear, is doing these random sessions week on week is exactly why you aren't seeing any progress within your body. If you're going to do Hyrox, don't get me wrong, I coach clients through Hyrox, we'd have progressive exercise for them. But you turning up to a commercial gym, I don't want to name any names, but just doing random sessions week after week, getting a sweat on, just burning calories, is exactly why you don't lose the fat that you want, you don't see the definition that you want, and you still look in the mirror and you don't see that body that you're after. Because you're burning calories, you become more tired, and then you don't see the progress that you want because you're not making any progress towards a physique goal. And then what happens? You're going to be a lot more hungrier because you're probably training. Some of you will be training 2 times a day that I see. I don't know how you have the time for that with a job, but some of you train 2 times a day. You become so much hungrier, then you eat more calories, and then because you don't have any progression to your training, you start to become softer because you're not actually building any muscle and you're not working towards a physique goal. So once I'd sort of finished my Hyrox phase and I decided I wasn't going to do that anymore, this is exactly what I did to get my physique back, start training towards a photo shoot and get into the shape of my life. I scaled it all back. I do 4 sessions a week now. Lower, upper, push and pull. I have rest days. That means my body can actually recover. It gives it a chance to grow and it gives it a chance to build the body that I want, while I'm putting my body under stimulus, giving it an actual reason to change with the progressive training that I'm doing. Because if you're busy, let's be real, Hyrox probably isn't what you want to be doing, because the amount of time and effort you have to go into training to get a really good time, and don't get me wrong, if you just want to do it for the sake of doing it and competing, amazing, go and do it. It's an amazing experience. But if you're chasing a physique goal or you've got a dream body and you think that that's going to get you where you want to be, don't. Because the amount of time you're going to spend chasing that is not going to fit in with your weekly schedule on a basis, because I know how busy you are. I work with people like you every single week. I've got hundreds of people like you in the shape of their life. And I can tell you right now, doing 3 full body sessions that are actually planned, actually structured, work around what you want to work on and get progressed on a weekly basis is exactly how you're going to build your dream body. And you might think, Mark, 3 sessions, is that enough? It is absolutely enough for 90% of the people that go to the gym. So if physique is your main priority right now, if you really want to look a certain way, but you do have Hyrox in the back of your mind, here's what I want you to do. Build a bit of muscle first, get lean, get in that shape that you want to be, and then, if Hyrox is what you want to do, go and do it. Go and enjoy it. Become the fittest you've ever been. Because I can tell you right now, when I did that, I was 100% hands down the fittest I ever been. But at that point, my goal was my physique. And that's why I had to change. But if your goal is to change your physique and get in the shape of your life, my Instagram's linked down below. I show people how to do that every single day. So drop me a follow. And if you want to know more about my one-to-one coaching and inquire about that, the link's down there as well. Drop me a message, we'll have a chat and see if you're a good fit.